Good morning, everybody. I am extremely happy to join with this Kala Charcha program. Nice to meet you all. Nice opportunity to meet you all. And I think during my tenure, it was about some 30 years back. I started teaching art. That too the Navodaya Vidyalaya. Before that, actually, I would like to share some of my things, because the topic which the Kala Charcha is given to me, an artist to the art teacher. So it is very interesting topic, an artist to the art teacher. So actually, creating an artist, because we all are actually born with art only. I think every child is born with an artistic insight. But the society and the surroundings and the environment is actually how we are shaping or refining or just motivating a child. Then only that the artistic sensibilities, it will come out. Normally, that what we see, the parents is actually very near to, especially the mother and father. They are very, very important factor in our artistic journey, because in the very childhood we all are curious about to know about many things. So sometimes we require colors, we require the papers, we require to see many places. So I am so lucky that my father was a teacher, and he was a teacher awardee, and he motivated me like anything, and like mother also. So whenever I required color or paper or any other opportunity to visit many places, we actually received a lot of motivation from my father. And my father's uncle, not uncle, father's brother, he is actually a photographer who was handed over the camera to me at the age of 3. So at the age of 3, he was a professional photographer. His name is Ponnu. He handed over that camera to me without any fear. So I thought of handling the camera in a very independent way at the age of 3. So it's gradually motivated me through this art and education. And I was doing some work with photography and art. And one family friend, one Mr. Sukumaran sir, was there at the Danakam, my father's village. He used to draw a lot of paintings and all. And in Vettikavala, it is a beautiful village where I got the birthplace. It is in Kollam district, Kerala. So there, just my neighbor on Gobikuttan Bhagavatar was there. He was a music teacher, colleague of my father. So I was actually closely associated with these family members. So whenever I spend my childhood, I used to get the opportunity to listen music and art like that. The villages, it's a very beautiful village, and having 2 temples, the Shiva temple and the Krishna temple, and a lot of festivals are there. Nearby a Christian church is there, 2 kilometers that a Muslim church is there. So my temple atmosphere, that village atmosphere also very much supporting me to develop a lot of art forms. And the main factor, the village clubs, where I got the exposure first. Village club means, naturally a lot of small clubs are there. And during my tenure, one team of youngsters, they guided properly our childhood to participate in various items, to perform even handwritten magazines. And there was a club known as Navarasmi Balajana Sakyam, and where I was the secretary over there. I have got a lot of responsibility given by one AKSC Vettikavala, and like that Varghese, like lot of people were there. And we have got an exposure to handle the situation in the very childhood through the club activity. And my parents also motivated me to go without any restriction. I used to sit in the reading club library up to 9 o'clock, and he never stopped me that why you are late, even in the late 9 o'clock and 9:30, I used to come to my home with some cup of books, and my father is telling that, okay, where are, okay, it is in the library only. So this was my childhood. He was a very encouraging father. So whenever I got a chance from my school, and the other teachers who was a colleague of my parents, that father, they are always telling that, sir, why you are giving the freedom to your child in such a way? You should tell him to concentrate in academics. So I was not bad in academics. So again I was concentrated myself to the art field. Then my father simply replied that. Okay, I already identified his pathway, that is in the art journey, and so just we can give the freedom to the child so that they will go into their own way. So I have a sister, Sujakumari V. She also very much good in music. So she got an opportunity to learn music from the neighbor, that music teacher Velim Govikutan Bhagavath, and myself also got a chance to learn art, very fundamental art from Karnagaran sir, who is the teacher, my first art teacher in my school, and I got very fundamentals from there in my childhood. So this childhood tenure, that whenever we are giving a chance to our kids during the childhood, I mean that up to 6th, 7th, 8th, in that during that time, it is very important for molding our identity in what we can say. It should be, if you give a motivation to at that particular stage, it will be a lifelong habit. So I also continued the same thing. With that village exposure and the club and the school and the teachers motivated me to do more and more in art. So I started journey up to 10 o'clock along with art. Then after 10th class, I was just shifted to the Kottarakara St. Gregorius College. Then after plus 2, I thought of going for specialization in art. Naturally, I preferred College of Finance, Mavelikara, which was started very earlier. Now it is 100 years is over, under the name of the world famous artist Raja Ravi Verma. And in that very auspicious land, I got a chance to learn. And a good team of teachers also there, very good team of teachers also there. And Balakshma Kurupu and Professor G. Unnikrishnan, and my superintendent was their T.A.S. Menon. Like that, lot of people were there. So all these teachers helped me to find out what is within, what is hidden within me, through their friendly approach, through the advice. So these atmosphere, these type of encouragement motivated me to work a little bit on art. So my childhood experience with the photography, that also helped me to take a better photograph during that time. And second year, when I was a student in the second year in the Fine Arts College, I got an opportunity to work with a news photographer. News photographer in a reputed daily, Janayagam, Kerala. So second year onwards, I was actually got a small job. I was doing the education along with news photography. So it was going on like that, second year, third year, fourth year. So I got a maximum motivation doing the painting, the same time publishing the same photograph in the newspaper, and a lot of experience with different very reputed journalists like Tirunellu Karna, is a great poet in Kerala, and Tengama Balakrishnan, and Topil Gopalakrishnan. Like that, lot of eminent people were there, and even KPSC, Topil Parsi. So I got a very, what we can say, legends in the field of art. Art means in the wide meaning of art. So all these things, all these close relations helped me to think a little serious about own art. So during my post-graduation, I got very close contact with Jayabala Panikar artist, who is the founder, member of Cholamandalam Artist Village, Madras, who was a very intimate student of KCS Panikar. So with his guidance also helped me to know about the wider perspective of art. So during that time always, I was doing something in a different manner. I thought of something should be in the new manner. So the photograph, whenever I took a photograph, whenever I create a painting, I was very much particular about the thing which I want to communicate through the art piece. And the same thing without any hesitation, whenever the people are coming with me in the villages or friends or my club pupils, without any restriction, whatever I know, I used to share with them in a very what we can very respect way, because through sharing only we can have a lot of knowledge. Whenever we share something to a third party, they also share something to us, because they are also learned some other area. So still even after 30 years of experience in teaching in Navodaya Vidyalayas, I was actually trying to keep the professional art, and then some of the elements of music. I used to compose some music whenever it's required for some filmmaking and that. And I made a lot of short films and uploaded in the YouTube. Shared the same thing to the students, and the graphic designing, Photoshop and Illustrator, and this what we can say, Adobe Premiere, Adobe Audition, all these softwares I used for creating something, documentation of some of the art forms. So this really helped me to catch and to make all the students engaged with the wide meaning of art. So I think this 1990 I joined in Port Blair, Andaman Nicobar Island. There also I got a chance to get little bit polished way in the art. It was actually a little India, we can say the Andaman Nicobar Islands is a miniature India, where the people from every part of India is settled over there. Bengali people are there, and Vishwabharati, Chandigarh people are there, Baroda people are there. A lot of art friends are there. And out of that I got a master, Niresh Padar, who considered me like a son, and he was given a lot of guidance how to come up with a prestigious status in the field of art. So I was doing drawings and painting. I took a small group along with one Miss Alok Abhigari, an art teacher was there, who is very close to me. We too just taken an art room, started what we can say, started making drawings, paintings in almost every evening in the Port Blair. So that time I was busy with the Nature Environment Committee member and this amateur photography member, and I visited many islands and I studied the tribal heritage and their art forms, and the All India Radio people also invited me for sharing some of those elements. The Andaman Nicobar, what is the art behind the tribals, what is the tradition of Andaman Nicobar Island, tribal art. So I too started a little bit on to know about that particular art and culture of that particular island. So I got a habit that we must learn something about our own place. That is very important in my life, because instead of learning something from the Western art history, first we have to identify what is available with our own area, local art forms. So in that journey helped me to identify a lot of art forms, variety art forms from India. Later on, after 4 or 5 years, I transferred to Miniko Island. Miniko is the Lakshadweep, Union Territory of Lakshadweep. There also a peculiar type of character was there, and I tried to develop an antique exhibition over there, and Maliku Art and Craft, like that, a festival I organized there. Through that, lava and fully dandiya, like that, some 4 or 5 art forms are there, the dance forms are there. So I invited the local pupils and just performed all these art forms before the society, and the society also welcomed very well for to see their own art form. And so I also got that sense that everything, all the art forms, all the pebbles of the real art is located in the roots of the villages. So the villages are actually, they are creating the art with their life only. Life means the surroundings and that locality and the culture and that particular language is creating an art form. So that is an integrated part of their life. Art is not a separated area. It is always integrated with the lifestyle. So whenever we see the Indian art, we can see a truth behind that. All the art forms are actually originated from the rural areas, especially from the tribal areas. In even Madhubani, Bihar, they are giving a lot of Mithila paintings. So that Madhubani paintings is actually created by the women of that area, and naturally that colors are very vibrant. They use the natural colors, very decorative forms. So they just whatever they learned from the Ramayana and Mahabharata and all these things are actually they narrated for the Madhubani painting. Then you can see the south somewhere, the Kalangari painting from Karnataka and Andhra. Somewhere we can see the Kalangari painting. And the Kalangari painting you can see the same way but different style. Their brushes are different, the technique is different, the medium they used for the cloth and instead of the wall here they use the cloth. So again I turn to the Tanjavur area. So Tanjavur painting is a very interesting one. They also used a different material that embossed type of rice powder and then foils, gold foils they used for, and the stones, colored stones they used for decorating those elements, and the Krishna, Saraswati, like that lot of images they had created. Again, if you go for that Worli painting in the Gujarat and some of the areas of middle Dravidian culture, you can see the village activities are there. Village activities means how the people are working with the paddy fields and how they are celebrating their Diwali and how they are collecting grass, agriculture. All these things are actually mentioned over there. And then naturally I got a chance to meet the Kerala traditional artists. Very first I got an information about the temples, Guruvayur temple and the Krishnapuram Palace, and everywhere, Trivandrum Sri Padmanabha Swami temple, everywhere, the Kerala mural paintings was there. It was actually a lot of similarity with Ajanta Ellora paintings because it is wall murals made with natural colors, and of course that after seeing those paintings I thought of why don't you think about to make the copy of, that means of to communicate that particular art form to students. Then I thought of starting that traditional forms in a huge canvas. Huge canvas means it's not a canvas. It was the open walls of the village. Very huge walls, 22 feet and 10 feet, like that. Very big size walls. And I never selected any student for creating any artwork. Whoever is ready to join, whether it's a teacher or a student from 6th class or 12th class, whoever love and like to join to create a wall painting or a mural painting, I just welcomed them and started a collaborative way of learning together. So which is very much required for this century. Even the art integrated education, which is one of the core subjects, which is going to be the core subject for the new education policy. And these integrated approaches is very essential, because through the medium of art, whenever we create something in our art forms, in our walls, definitely the community and society, the pupils related to that particular area, particular school, they all are getting the same happiness due to the color, due to the form. Their mind is always refreshing. So after one or two paintings in JNV Malappuram related to Kerala mural painting, I got an opportunity to conduct a workshop over there. That's in 1998. So the first time I got a chance to share that experience with the students. So I invited the reputed masters who was available in the Kerala mural painting. That time Guruvayur Mural Painting Institute was there. It is located in Kerala, nearby the Guruvayur temple. And I got some masters, K. Krishnakumar and Gobi Jayavaya, Chakki Kesheri. Like that, many people I invited. It was about the 15 days workshop. 15 days workshop means it is in the real sense it was a 15 days workshop. From morning 7 o'clock we used to start the one. And just for breakfast and lunch we used to break this section. Again it was continued up to 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock. We have created our multi-purpose hall, a big auditorium was there. We have created a very big two walls of the facing walls of the auditorium. We created with the Kerala mural painting. But I made a little correction over there. Instead of copying the same original mural painting, I just requested our resource persons. It is better to take the same without losing any of the theoretical base or style or anything. We can go for the theme like that. The Ketugudira. Ketugudira means one of the possession we are using bulls type of things. So that we reproduce in the form of Kerala mural painting. And the entire hall was beautified with some students, and all the students enjoyed the workshop very well, and we got a chance to perform that item in Delhi along with the National Integration Meet. And every people whoever actually came and saw that exhibition, everybody appreciated, and the art form was very nice way communicated with the society, and our children also motivated. So during that time, Dr. Murali Manohar Joshi was our HRD minister. He also appreciated very well, and frequently after coming back to the Vidyalaya also, frequently we got a letter from the ministry to get some of the mural painting to present some of the guests. So the students also motivated very well, and on Mr. Rinesh, he was studying that time only in 8th class. He got an appreciation in a very nice manner, and at present he is a very excellent 3D animation teacher and 3D animation artist, and the students and the community loved him only because of the art education and motivation which we have given through the Navodaya Vidyalaya. They like that many others. All the students who participated in that particular exhibition and the camp all excelled in their art field. They become doctors, they become engineers, they become animation artists. But even then, wherever they go, they always keep this art basic principles of art with them, and always they want to produce something in a different way. So this is the result of art integrated education. So whenever we concentrate a particular art form, naturally we are getting a chance to understand other art forms, and we are giving a respect to the other art forms, because we know the culture, we know the values, we know the positive elements behind that. That is why people like, the students like, and the parents like this art integrated approach in education. Once the child is getting a motivation through art, and naturally the other classmates and the teachers will naturally okay, your artwork was very good, excellent. So it is his or her duty to maintain that excellence in all other fields. So I used to remain with my art club students and other students, wherever you go, you create something with your own way and keep your name into that particular level. Don't go that's below that particular level. Wherever you achieved, you just go ahead with that one. You look forward and do something in a positive manner, and share whatever you learn. You share with others and be always positive. Like that, I used to give the sharing motivation to them. So I think all of my children, all of my students supported me very well, and they all excelled with their field very nicely. I think this is an introduction which I have started my journey up to Navodaya Vidyalaya. Then I can, with your permission, I can show on some of my, what we can say, some of my experience in Jayanti Trivandrum. Further, I transferred to Jayanti Trivandrum. During that time, from Jayanti Malappuram to Jayanti Trivandrum, that time I was called for organizing National Integration Meet in Delhi. That is 1998. I got a chance to visualize the entire function in a better way. So along with me, a lot of art teachers, some 5, 6, 10 art teachers was there. So Mr. Kalaji from Delhi and Shahu and Nayak, and like that lot of people were there. And Tarachand, who is a very, very reputed artist in the NVS, who is behind this Kala Charcha program. He is also worked with me during so many national awards, so many national functions organized by Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti. And that our inspiration was actually why Navodaya is flourished with all this art form. It is only because of the organization, authorities. They have created a separate post for creating art. For example, and let me see the and the main factor behind that why Navodaya Vidyalaya is flourished, Navodaya staff, Navodaya students excelled with art. There is a reason. There is a reason behind that, because during the time of our Deputy Commissioner Neeru Nanda, she invited Kiran Chandra Madam. Is a very nice lady who motivated all of us in the field of art. And she was actually handling the art and education as commissioner there in Delhi. So one person was there related to art who can motivate the people. But about 20 years she worked over there, and till her retirement, I think it was a golden era of the NVS art teachers. And along with the NVS, the art is also developed. Every art teacher, every school, every year, Madam was giving a different topic based upon know your country platform. That means we have to know, we have to understand about our own country. And lot of discussions we have done personally, because I was sitting with Madam. Madam will also share a lot of things, and I will also share some of my things, and along with our art teachers also share something. And very talented, very extraordinary talented art teachers were placed in Navodaya Vidyalaya. They got a very good opportunity to work together, and our officials and deputy commissioners, especially I should mention some of the names, and Ramachandran sir and T.C.S. Nair sir, Anurag Patnagar sir, our earlier Commissioner Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti, all these, and T.C.S. Nair sir and Ever Reddy sir, like that Shamala madam, lot of people are behind this work, how we can develop the art in the society, and how we can establish a very good platform for the students to come out through the art. All these things we started some 20 years back. Especially in the Navodaya Vidyalaya, I am very much proud to be a teacher in Navodaya Vidyalaya, because the Navodaya only given such a wonderful opportunity to me to work in an independent way. And now I am sitting in my art room, and this room which I equipped with digital aids, a camera, and you can see in my art room, if I take this camera, you can see, I will show you in my camera, this is my system, and some of my paintings, and this art room, students work also there, and this type of facilities we are getting only because of the motivation which has happened through Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti. And the students are free to join with our art class. They are coming with a very energetic way, because they are getting a free means very free period for them. That means without any stress, and the students are coming and sharing. And I used to hand over my digital camera and my equipments, whatever I used, the computer. Initially I kept a personal computer there, my own computer, to the art room. And after reaching, after 10 years, 15 years only, I got a chance to get an official computer into my art room. Before that, I was using my own that computer, and I started keeping, documenting lot of information just for showing the children what is Madhubani painting, what is early painting, where it was located, how that the tribal people were, and what are the, especially if I take Kutch and all, that in Gujarat, they are just making lot of Bani tribal group is there. In that Bani tribal group, they are keeping lot of variety ornaments and giving a very film set like that, very beautiful huts, very beautiful location. So that particular situation, that location helped our children also to understand much more about phone art. It was very effective. Whenever I used the multimedia in art room, students loved to see that one. They are very much interested to see to come over the art room because they are having a chance to see the visual images. They are having a chance to see their remote villages of India. They are having a chance to see the women are working over there. So for showing the students, I have collected a lot of art forms from various parts of the country. So I think I started that journey continuously. Every period I thought that a little music, little performance with art form, and starting with the music, so students will be listening 5 minutes music. So naturally their mindset will be very calm and quiet. And then I never tried to teach whatever exactly given in the textbook or the curriculum. I used to follow the curriculum and guidance and all I used to follow, and the basic elements I used to follow, and the remaining things, the way, the pedagogy I approached in the art room is entirely different. Because I thought whenever we are giving a motivation, a space to child to perform, and that thing only will come up with a good art form. So once one child came and told me, that's the 6th class, who told me, sir, without art I can learn everything. So, and she was sitting just in front of me. So I was surprised why that child is sitting very close to me and telling directly to me without any fear, sir, I can't learn art, but anything, any other art things I can learn except art. I thought, okay, let it be there. Then I thought, anyway, you do one thing, you go for, let's say, color is there, paper is there, try for an art. If any mistake is there or anything, I will also help you to come out. You can try. Then the child was also so happy. She tried to make a small car, and with a background, so I thought that his car is running, so he may put a driver over there. And I suggested, okay, keep some landscape behind that, and then you can beautify with the car is running in the morning time, so you can go for the sky over there. Then she came with the sky. Then I suggested that you can add some of the birds. Then again I instructed, okay, you can add, some people are working on the paddy field somewhere here and there. And again, just I motivated, and roadside some flowers are, some butterflies are there. So she started thinking in such a way, she made a picture very nicely. So that was not up to the mark. But even then, what I have done, I just made a very good signature over that, very good. And I congratulated that particular girl before anybody, before all that entire class, that she is doing very wonderful artwork. You please give an applause to her. So I think this particular incident changed her mindset. And now in the school, she is one of the leading member of the art club. And she used to communicate book reviews and share with the art club group. She used to present the different type of bottle craft, other things and paintings, and used to study a lot of art forms and ready to communicate anything. And when we prepared an art workshop, Nandigesh art workshop, she also came there and joined with all these things. So I think a small moment, a few seconds is enough for changing a child into the field of a never-ending life learning attitude. That means a little motivation is enough for a child to come up or to prove herself in the field of education. And I used to tell always to the child, education is something beyond what we can memorize from the textbook. It's not like that. That is simply a craft. And what is art and what is craft? This again a very big question before all of us. What is the difference between art and craft? So I used to tell that okay, learning something from a poem or that we are getting a craft only. What others are created, what the teacher is narrated before that. Just we are giving a craft of that with word by word meaning we are getting it. But the enjoyment, the soul of the poem. What was the inner soul? What was the motivation which was created through that poem? It is something else. It needs an artistic insight to perform that song in a very befitting manner. So it is possible only through an expert hand or a talented person. So I think the school education, very likely I also selected for National 2020, that is NCF Art Education Core Committee team. We have 12 members, and among that 12 members, they invited 2 people from the art community, and I also got a chance to share my views on it. So the very first discussion, I shared my views. In every school we must have minimum 4 art teachers. 4 art teachers are category teachers. One from the performing side, like a School of Drama or National School of Drama, a theatre person, and a performing a local performing, the Kathakali, Mohiniyattam, Kuchipudi, like Kathak, like that lot of dances also. The dance teacher is very much required, and a teacher who is giving for art education is very much required, like what we are doing, like painting, visual art, and then a music teacher who can give the very systematic knowledge of music. So all these 4 creative teachers and the physical education teachers, teamwork is very much required for developing an overall personality of a child, because through their integrated approach, this is teamwork. I told you know that the particular poem, if you give that particular poem to a music teacher, he may compose that poem with his demanding mood. There are some ragas which is supporting for that bhava of that particular poem, and the art teacher is there. He may create the visuals of that particular art form, and so that he can make the posters, or he can make with the help of, he can make some project to the students, maybe some costumes, maybe in the form of poster making or illustration or an e-book or a photography exhibition based on this particular content of that poem. And the theatre person, who is in the school, he can compose a small sketch or a mime, and it can be performed in the assembly program, or monthly once we can collect art integrated subject program. For example, art integrated fest of mathematics, maybe in the month of January or in the month of June. Then July it may be art integrated festival of biology, and the August we can conduct that art integrated festival of this physics, and then August we can go for the art integrated festival related to the language, any local language, Malayalam, Hindi, Marathi, like the lot of languages are there. So all the teacher, including the subject teacher and the art teacher and the theatre persons or the performing art, visual art and performing art, it should come together along with the subject. Then only we can understand the value of the positive scenario behind that point. A subject teacher who is, I am not blaming the subject teacher, because when we do some teamwork, working together and giving a mutual respect to each and every teacher and every subject, then the integrated approach will come out. So still a lot of confusion in the field of art integration. People may think that okay, mathematics, some model can be given to the art teacher. No, it is not like that. Actually, integrated approach means how we can create the art of mathematics. It may be a part in the school, It may be a life experience. We can, if we keep a problem solving blackboard over the campus, students may write something and they may solve it. It is also an activity behind that one. And we can height measuring, that the scale can be kept outside. Students may come and they may measure their height. So they are knowingly, unknowingly, they are actually getting lot of elements, lot of information. And then there is, for example, if we study multimedia, Google SketchUp is a very nice software. Many architect peoples they are using this for making 3D building structure. So if you give that Google SketchUp to the student during the time of mathematics teacher, then the child can opt the 3D animation basic forms. He can understand how much volume is there, what is the size of the house, and how we can live, how we can apply the tile over there, and how much square feet is required. So maths is inside that one. So mathematics is coming through the application level. Now the present education scenario that we cannot find out, very rarely few teachers are doing such an interesting way. And a third party is entering to the school. One should feel that okay, mathematics is there live within the school campus. So some of the walls, some of the steps, I have seen some of the schools very beautifully made the angles before the door entry. So door, if you open the door, there you can see 10 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree, 40 degree graph is behind it, just before the floor. So when the child is playing, naturally you know that I also having 2 children. So when their childhood, they go the door, they used to push the door up just in that side and this side. That's just like a movement they are creating. So during that movement also they can learn out what is the 20 degree angle, what is 30 degree angle, what is 45 degree angle is automatically coming through that. So every step they are climbing to the second floor. There they can write some sort of mathematical equation or some sort of steps, so that those things also will influence the child indirectly. And making some projects, just like house construction. You make a house with your own ideology. So definitely our children will study something about the house, and they will make the house with the geometrical forms. Trigonometry is there, square is there, cube is there. Lot of things they have to measure. They have to apply mathematics over there. So I like that social studies. Now we are traditionally we all seen that the social studies in the present generation they are giving the sheet of paper and telling to put Delhi over somewhere, mark the Delhi or mark Kerala, mark Tamil Nadu, mark Madras. So what naturally the children are doing, this was last 30 years the same practice was going in our curriculum, and they are giving a small sheet of paper, and the children are actually putting a dot somewhere in the nearby the Delhi or Haryana or Jammu and that area they are putting, and the teacher are telling okay this is exactly, and the Delhi area they are giving the mark. But now the scenario is entirely changed. That is information communication technologies actually flourish like anything in this era. So actually we have to take that children into the computer lab and inspect the child, just find out the distance between or find out the place from your own place to Delhi through the map. So they have to ultimately they have to choose the Google Map. Google Map they have to check it. They have to identify your location, and then they have to check for the destination. Then the child is getting lot of information, the shortest way, and the distance of that particular area to that particular Delhi area, and exactly they are identifying the Delhi city. If the child want to see Delhi little closer, they can zoom it out, they can see the buildings, they can see the information, and the child may get a link to see the Taj Mahal or the Qutub Minar. So lot of information. So if we go over there, you can see that 3D views are there, 360 view photographs are there. So without going into that particular area, the student is getting or the child is getting an integrated approach through the social studies to see such a place. They can watch or walk over that campus through virtually, and these things are possible now. So I think that traditional methodology we have to little bit change according to the present tools which is available with us. So the training mode of the teachers, it is totally, according to my viewpoint, it is totally outdated. Because whenever I used to attend a training program, the people are coming and telling about the psychology and other things, and lot of things to the teachers, which is actually we all learned during our period or summer finance college section and that. But what we required exactly, we need an updation and updated tools what we can present before the child with this generation, so that we can avoid the generation gap. So when I studied, I studied with the slate in the Harris ABCD and all. I studied with the black slate. Then it is changed to the now the students are using the digital slates. They know that how to wipe it, how they can take the next page, and everything is possible for them. Now it is changed the tab. In the tab, touch screen is there. So whatever they do, and the stylus pen also there, they can make the artwork over there. They can save that particular thing. They can see the images, and the same tab they can get the music. They can listen the different teachers' lectures on that ABCD, and they can get the poems related to ABCD. So their infrastructure wise it is developed like anything. So that changing scenario that we, the teaching community, should understand the generation gap of the particular from our period to this particular. So it is a basic need of each and every teacher to update, and every day to spend a little time for updation. So in that point of view, we have to stress a point that education is not ending after a degree or after a post-graduation in finance or after a particular course for a PhD or MPhil or something like that. It's not like that. Education is a continuous process, and it is a never-ending process. Up to the last breath, we have to understand a lot of things. So this is what I am also experienced. When I studied, my teachers just given to me that European paintings are very little about Indian. I never learned anything from Indian art. Just one or two lines, okay, we have got to Kerala mural painting, something like that only. Nothing more than that. Only because of my dedication and my curiosity, through the innocent doubt from the children, I was forced to watch a lot of elements from different areas. Because the next day children will come, sir, what is the art of Maharashtra or what is the art of Andhra? So I need an answer to satisfy them. So it is required me to search more and more. So when we give a respect to the other child, whether it's a child or a teacher or a principal or a deputy director or a minister, whoever may be that, and all these factors, it is motivating us. So we used to give the respect to entire community, and we should not give a category. Category means, okay, he is a learned person. The learning, the learning word, from where we can learn? We can learn certain things from 1 year old baby. What we don't know, that sometimes 1 year baby will show some of the things to us. So this respect is needed for our professional growth. And I think, when we share something to others, definitely the people will come and the people will approach with many doubts, because then also there is a source. So the source is there means they can get any number of people can approach. So when we are ready to share something, it is our responsibility to update ourselves. So without updation, we cannot give the answer to them. For example, now what is needed in the future? Now every child is blindly, every parent is blindly sending their children in the field of engineering and MBBS and other things. So I used to tell to students, what is next is needed for the next 10 years or 15 years. What is required? So there are many possibilities. We need engineers, we need doctors, we need good farmers, we need good actors, we need good singers, we need good politicians. So all these areas we need to create our children, and they are capable also. Our children are very talented. Very talented. I am very much proud of my students. They are very, very excellent, very, very good, and they are very responsible. Only thing, we are not actually guiding them properly. or we are not giving an opportunity to them to explore with their own what they want to become. We are actually blocking their pathway. Some extent our teaching community, some extent to our parents community, some extent to the other society status also, just blocking the students' journey through their own way. So I am very happy to declare that my parents helped me to work with my own way, and my society, my villages, my principals, who are support my teachers, all motivated me identify what is already within with the positive values. So these things very important in the journey of the teacher. So I think these elements only helped me to continue in the Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya as an art teacher, and I started giving motivation to students, and started what we can say film making and graphic education. I started from 6th class only. Audio editing I started from 6th class only, because 6th, 7th, 8th, these are the 3 areas which, because Navodaya Vidyalaya I is actually starting from 6th class onwards. So I got a maximum experience with the 6th to 12th class students. So what I identified through the Navodaya Vidyalaya, from 6th, 7th, 8th, these are the 3 batches. We can give maximum encouragement or motivation to come up a lifelong habit for education. So those category students, whatever they learn in the 6th class, they will apply for the 7th class, and 8th class they will be studying little more, and 6th, 7th, 8th, after completing the basic elements, then it is something, when we are a child, we are a kid, our mother used to help us very little time to work, and she used to give our fingers to catch over the, hold over the, to work, no to every time. So once the child is started working, it is very natural that sometimes she or he may be falling, and with a smile they will wake up, because it's the joy of learning. There is a failure, there is a winning. So it is quite natural. So, but even then, the child is having a confidence that I can walk. So like that, we have to create a confidence level with us. Okay, I can do something for the society. So society is just beyond the school. It's not within the locked frame of a school wall. It is not the 4 walls of the classroom. The society is entirely different. Out of society, there is a lot of critical issues. What I experienced in my life is water scarcity, pollution, air pollution, and the environmental pollution is there, and a lot of the food habits actually now is junk food culture is there, and our parents are actually not motivating our children to cook their own food, their own traditional food. They are telling, okay, just to go for Chinese food or just to go for Japan. It is good, but before just knowing all these things, we must share whatever we cook traditionally, whatever the resources available, whatever the food available from our own area. We have to give a chance to the child to cook our own way, traditional way. So in that point of view, when I was a teacher in Jain with Trivandrum, with my very respected principal, Dr. Ratnagaran sir was there. I just approached the sir, why don't you conduct a full day cooking fest for our Vidyalaya as a part of art education. Then he permitted me, and the entire school was cooking, and that vice principal madam, Malika Pushpa madam also there. She also supported like anything, and the medias those came to our school, and our cook inaugurated the program, because there the chief guest is the cook. We used to give it. The principal was not the chief cook over there, because it was a lamp was lighted by the cook. Because we have to give the respect to the cook. Every day he is giving the food for us. So each and every job is having a respect, and it's having the art behind that, art of cooking. How we can cook the things. The taste is very important more than the craft. We can put a lot of ingredients over there, the chili powder and other things, something we can put over there. But the taste, taste, it is coming from our heart, because the love and the affection towards cooking and the hygienic approach towards the cooking and how we are serving the same cooked food to something else. Just giving something to the students, we have to give in a very auspicious way, very gentle way. Then only they will feel the taste, and through that food they are getting our affection, they are getting our love, they are getting a humanity and a human being, and a relationship also we are getting that. So I think in our school system, every school should have such a variety experience. We have to give an exposure to each and every child to flourish all areas, art of cooking, art of mathematics, art of that physical education, art of what we can say, yoga. Yoga is also, it's coming under category of art. Through yoga we are getting throughout control for body, and we are actually very close to the cosmic power. Through meditation our mind is strengthening, and our confidence level is strengthening, and we are getting very what we can say, very positive vision over there. So all these things, all these elements, physical education and work education and art education, music education, and the theatre and the dance performing, all this technical creative stuff is very very essential for a school curriculum and is academic planning. And of course, we are not expert in that particular field, so visiting faculty can be there, or you can invite some people from outside of the society, and those who are expertise in that particular field, you can invite them, and they will be coming and demonstrating their handicrafts or skills to the students. The students also will join over there. That particular teamwork, through the teamwork, and I think in that teamwork we have to join. Participation is more important than winning the thing. So we have to join, work together, irrespective of any category. We have to join together. Then the fruit will come out. The students will learn the beauty of cooking. Now I know that I have created an art club, a digital art club, and the students actually planting trees. When the global warming day, I just sent a message that today is the world, what we can say, ozone day, just 2 days before, world ozone day. So plant the trees and save life for your future life. Then the moment after getting the message, every child started just planting the tree. Then again I instructed, when you go for planting a tree, you invite your brother or sister or parent or friends, whoever is nearby, you invite them also. So most of the students followed that instruction. So it was a teamwork, because teamwork is actually the key word of the success, what I identified. And along with my art journey also, lot of art teachers from Kerala to Kashmir or to Assam, I have got a friendship with my art community. I used to give the respect, maximum respect to each and every artist, and we are sharing our knowledge each other, and that only helped me to come out from the shell, or we can say from the particular art form, from the college. And now I think at this stage I got a President Award in 2020 and ICT Award in 2011, National ICT Award from 2011. All these things, I think it is only because of the teamwork. Teamwork with the officer to the chowkidar, or the last to the gate to the extreme top. This is a teamwork. So all these people, they are having artistic sensibilities. They are already enjoying art, they are already enjoying music, they are already enjoying this college. So more than all these things, when we invite them, they also will come with a smile. Sometimes, sir, I don't know anything about art, but I will also join. And even my biology teacher once here told me that I was good in art. I got a first prize in art during my school days. I just invite, sir, please join, and just come with our art piece and join with the Madhubani painting. Along with the 5-6 students and myself also make some artwork. So sir also joined. So I just wondered that that's a wonderful line he is making for creating the wall, because the talent is already there. Only because of the parents and society or some other reason, he might have pushed it to the biology teacher. So like that, maybe physical education teacher, they are very much interested for making a lot of what we can say qualities and art sensibilities, art insight. It is available with them. So they may not be getting a chance to flourish in such a way with different many factors. So they naturally, because of some parents' force or some other opportunity, or by that time the merit, they might have taken the physical education. But basically they have some other skills also. So this teamwork, when they apply, those who know better artwork, they may go for the basic drawing, and those who are just below, they will fill the color over there. So there may be some possibility for getting some error on there. Error will be there, because we all worked with errors only. Because once I was reading that Einstein's book about some 1,000 times. I just somebody told them, okay, you failed some 1,000 times, and how to find out the bulb like that, how to burn the bulb. Then he replied that it's not like that. I just declare, I just find out, I just got the chance how the light is not I observed the what we can say, I find out the reason why the light is not burning. So I got 1,000 ways how the light is not happening or not burning. So that was his reply. So we can approach 1,000 ways, we can approach, but 1 or 2 ways we will be getting a success, 1 or 2 approaches. So participation is more important. And even when I created the walls of posters in our campus, our Hindi teachers and our principal and vice principal, and sometimes whenever we are making the parents and other people also join with the art form. And I think it is a teamwork for entire community. So the art will grow through them, through their art, so that they will love art. So only because of their love and care, I also got a motivation to continue with my ideology. And I shared e-books, I shared films, more than 88 video films. The students' activity I recorded and edited in my art room, and I shared those things to the society, so that they also want to see the real things, what is happening over there, what is happened here, how their children are working over there. There may be mistakes, because whenever we do something, error, it is quite natural. And the next generation, we should think, always we should see what is going to happen. So I think, now we are very much found about building architecture and other things. But now it is a very wonderful tool. It came out from the 3D printing machine, 3D printing desktop machine. Like that, we can print the concrete house within a day, within an hour. So that's such a way the technologies came up. We can make a sculpture, whatever we design in the computer multimedia, it will come up in the form of a sculpture. Just if you go inside a chamber, the many flashes will come, and the camera will scan the entire body like CT scan. So that miniature can be printed in any form, in any medium. So the technology is coming very fast. So new mediums are arriving in the field of art. Multimedia is one of the medium. Like fiber is another medium, metal is another, steel is another medium, glass is another, epoxy is another medium. And even the landscaping, art of landscaping, art of that music, how the music can solve a lot of stress in the campus. So I kept a loudspeaker in my campus. During the playtime and intervals, I used to play the instrument music and different type of music, depend upon the time and mood. I used to play from my art room. So I think that after listening that music, the students will be getting a sense of beauty, a sense of stress-free environment, and that will help the child to come out a creative insight and a positive outlook towards the world, towards the society. So I think this is actually what I understood. What is art integrated approach? And art integrated approach means through art, what we can say, through art, how we are communicating. Through art, how we are catching the society. Through festival, what message we are getting. Through a combined organic farming, when we do an organic vegetable gardening in our home, along with our parents and brother and sister, we spend a little time, then naturally that we will be an eco-friendly, we will be running an eco-friendly life. So when we cook together, I used to cook along with my wife, sometimes independently also I used to cook. And whenever I get a chance to go for serving food in the wedding ceremonies or occasions, I just go for serving, because when we give food to a third party, it is giving a lot of affection and intimacy and human being, what we can say, face-to-face interaction is going on there. So like that, almost every day I am trying my level best to sit together with all the family members. Together we are taking food. So in that time the communication, whatever the communication we are happening, free discussions, free talk, and sharing that day experience, and all these things are happening whenever the family members are sitting together. Whenever you go for a feeling, for an outing, we are getting a motivation and a stress-free time. When we go for a natural visit to a natural area, so we are getting the beauty of nature, and we are getting the smell of the real paddy field. We are getting very fresh water, fresh air. So all these things are actually just boosting our Kundalini power, or another way we can say that internal insight in a very peaceful manner. So I used to tell to my children, if you throw a plastic piece or a waste into a small just a drainage, that drainage will reach naturally at a small river. From that river, the water will be getting polluted, because many people are doing the same process. It's a pollution, water will come there. That water will come through our well, and we are also taking that polluted water. So 80% of the body, I think, that is filled with the water content only. So that our body, if you take the percentage, how much we are throwing outside, that percentage of pollution is reaching to our blood. Naturally our body will be polluted, our mind will be polluted, and stress will be there, our functioning will be disturbed like a virus, and we cannot put any antivirus for this thing, because it is quite natural. You have to take an intake for water. So preservation of nature and preservation of environment, and all these things are very, very essential for the human life. So I think the art can play a major role for putting an integrated approach for developing positive values and humanity, and to mutual respect, and to preserve the environment. And if you plant a tree, we are getting a lot of things. Planting a tree means we are working with soil, and we are clearing some area, we are putting a small seed. Then everyday care is just like a lifelong process of education. When you plant a tree, every day you must remember that okay, I have planted a tree, and whether the tree is growing or not. Every teacher should see that okay, I have planted a seed to the minds of a child, whether it is growing or not. So it needs a regular interaction with the child, even after the schooling. The child should approach the teacher and share the thing, then like that the teacher also to share certain things to the child, whether the seed is growing or not. Every moment of that process of learning or process of growing, the role of teacher is very, very significant, very important, because each and every comment which we are passing to a student's mind that will only help to come up with a very outstanding meal. So just like a plant, how a new leaf is coming out, we have to give an appreciation to the plant. Okay, we just and give little more water. Little more water means in the sense of appreciation. Okay, congratulations. So I used to tell to my children, whenever you get a chance to congratulate a third party, whoever may be that, whether your classmate, whether your villages, or whether a society, or whoever may be that, to the teacher, you utilize the time for congratulation or wishing and or communicating your happy thanks, or you share your heart with that particular person. So that will help you to come up with an artistic insight. So this is actually a very fundamental thought which I have throughout my life. So I used to maintain it. I think only because of all these elements, basic elements, helped me to work a little in the field of art education, and I'm still doing painting. Especially, I used to make the paintings in acrylic medium. Just vibrant colors I am using, and some of the elements, some of the visuals I used to create in a philosophical way, because in my way of concept, suppose if you take a pen, for example, I am taking a pen, just like a pen. So if you take a pen, you have to think about what was the origin of this particular pen. So there are a lot of story behind that. If you take a football, there was a story behind that football. How it was originated. It was made out of with leather. So leather means it is taken from some animal, or they might have killed someone, or they might have after that something. So there is a story behind that origin. So it is our responsibility to see about the origin of that particular component. Then what is the present condition? Whether the football is kept in a showroom, in an AC chamber, and it was very colorful way and covered with the plastic with a lot of colorful stickers, and one advertising artist is behind that. A skilled craftsman was behind that. Lot of machineries are behind that. Lot of technology was used for refining that the shape of that thing, and there is a science behind it. So then somebody should apply the pressure for that. So there is a mechanism, there is a sphere, there is a place, and interior designer also worked for keeping that football in a very prominent way in the showroom. There was a lighting, so electrician was there. So whenever we create all these things, then only people will love that particular ball. So we used to buy that ball. So it is the present status, and giving that football to a playground. Once I made a film in such a way, when we throw a ball, the ball which was kept in the AC chamber and then purchased by a great player, and it was thrown to the football court, where the millions or thousands of people are watching. And what actually happening over there, in the point of ball, the football, if you create a story, every player is hitting that football with the boots. It's a very painful story. And the dust is coming over there and is getting cupped and getting pollution. So the air pollution we can communicate through the football, because the basic element is there. And the society approach towards someone is hitting or insulting, and these things also we can play for that. And then finally it is hitting a goal. Every people are actually giving an applause, but poor ball is getting weeping, and because after the goal, all the players, they are just running and giving applause or sharing their happiness and all. And the poor just ball, it was crushed, and only a poor boy, a very poor boy, after the play, taking that ball and loving that ball and just kissing it, that ball. So, and the body is telling that or believing that, okay, now only I realized the exact the loving person with my life. So this, if you think a viewpoint of a football, definitely the story will be changed. But if you think a viewpoint of a player, the story will be different. If you think one of the audience is viewing about the football and the player, the story is different. When you see a journalist is seeing that football play, it is something in a different way. So all these things are coming under the platform of artistic viewpoint. So every art form is like our handwriting, every concept is different, every approach is different, every viewpoint is different. So out of all, we are having an aesthetic that is called the basic elements of art, which is required in every area of subject, which is required in all-round personality, where we need all type of skills. We need craftsmen, we need to listen music, we need to have agriculture, we need to have cooking, we need to have a good relationship with our parents, respect towards society, everything we require. Then only we can, that was actually earlier mentioned Hindu art in India. That is why I am proud of that. I am being an Indian, I am very much proud, because our old myths or old history or the Vedic period itself, they have given a lot of theoretical, what we can say, advice to us in the form of Mahabharata and Ramayana, and lot of theories in a very basic principle they are shared in the form of stories. So each and every story is giving lot of values in our mind. So those values will be helping to maintain certain relationship. That is why Hindu art was flourished here. I strongly believe that why India is flourished with a lot of art forms. There is only one reason, because of the Hinduism. That means where all the art forms, all the religions are given the respect here. That is why the Muslims are here. That is why the Christians are here. That is why Buddhism is there. Only because of our broad-minded concept. We used to respect the other. That is why the Persian art form is there. That is why the Taj Mahal originated here. That is why the Qutub Minar was here. Because we used to give respect to the other community, and we accepted the qualities of other person. And still, in the last root, even to me, in my generation also, I think that India is my motherland. So the mother, the concept of mother, the concept of Devi, the concept of the universal mother, or the negative and positive elements, that is Shiva and Parvati, like that. So it is a negative and positive. So there also I used to get a very ideal feel that when Shiva is along with the Parvati, when the negative and the positive forces are there, then there is a happiness. So wherever it was separated, Shiva Dandava was there and the Raudra was there, the mood is changing. Whenever they are together, it is creating a very good family culture and a co-friendly lifestyle and respect to each and everyone. And that image itself is showing a cosmic body of the Shiva. In my childhood, my grandfather was telling to me that you don't just rotate the Shiva temple, because it is something symbolizing the universe. We cannot go around with the universe. You can go only at some extent and come back. So we are also, our lifespan is also a very limited period if you consider in the pathway of our journey. I think during this particular journey, whatever we can contribute, every second is important, every minute is important, and whatever we can contribute for the society, that is more valuable. And whatever the skill we can achieve, we can earn from every second, it is also very, very that's very useful to our life. And I think the Hindu arts, whenever you get a time for sharing the Hindu art principles, you can see the art of cooking, art of handicraft, art of yoga, and art of making flower decorations, architecture, Vastu Shilpakala, so Tunnel Kala, like that, weaving art, lot of things, Pajaka Kala. So everything is added with the art form. So we have got a guidance. We have to give respect to its Bharat Mata, because it is our mother country. Because how we love our mother. So such a way we have to love our environment. Our mother means it. Whatever we do, the mother is actually a center point of each and everything. Who was given the birth to us, who was take care more than anybody, who is the integrated part of our soul, life soul. So we are actually an integrated part of our mother only, separated from the mother. So such a way, India is giving a strong message to the entire universe, entire country, that the value of mother. So I used to tell to my children, my students, my friends, whenever you get a chance to honor your mother, whenever you get a chance to spend a time with your mother, always it is helping you to come up at next stage of your life, because the mother can only motivate you. Because whenever you are protecting your mother, you are protecting your country, you are protecting the society, you are respecting your women, you are getting certain values, you are respecting your sister, you are respecting the girl child. So it is a continuous process of mother. All these values are actually coming from the concept of mother. So I think this great nation, India, is given a very ideal name, that Bharat Mata Ki Jai. Why we are telling that our soul, our country, our philosophy, our ideology, our education basis, everything is supporting for a very, very extraordinary field for the artist. Artist means, I am not telling that whoever is thinking about art in any field, any wide spectrum of art, maybe art in mathematics, art in science. That is why our ISRO is giving a very tremendous achievements in the field of space science. That is why our Aryabhatta was there. That is why Ramanujan was there. All these things we got it. All those legends we got it only because of we all actually rooted from the strong country like India. So I still salute to all of my teachers and all of my supporters from the Vedic period to the present generation. We are in the part of that integrated approaches. And the last point I would like to remind you that and actually our generation gap is very much important in our life. Generation means every time the technology and the knowledge is coming up in a very speedy way. So I think every child and every teacher should spend at least a little time for updating ourselves and trying to find out the changes in every field of life, and try to respect each and every human being, every bird and every plant, and they all actually in the essential or integrated part of our life existence in this beautiful plant. So to preserve everything, I think it's the success of only the success of art. So if I integrate everything, the wide meaning of art, so art can play a very, very vital role, very, very important role, a very major role in the field of education to motivate our country for a future builders and a future education. I think it will give a lot of space for art education. I think we all will work together. Whoever is listening my talk from the entire global community, entire students, entire friends, and entire my colleagues and all these people, whoever is working, I used to repeat the same word. Whenever we work together, teamwork can only help you. So try for the teamwork. We all actually the son and daughter of our mother country. So this is all. If you have any question or any other things, you can share with me, and I will also try to join with you. Now I have made how I became one art to the art teacher. That is what that was given to me. That's why I explained a little bit about my journey. And I have made a lot of sculptures in various Vidyalayas, because sculptures is also giving very good ambience to children. And biology park I maintained in Jayanvi Trivandrum, and here I made a lot of traditional wall paintings in the campus. All these things are actually motivating the children and the entire community. And the outside also I decorated the bus stops and the monuments and everything with some art form. All this work, together we can motivate the society in the field of art. Thanks to Kala Charcha group, who was given a very wonderful platform to me to talk and share my talk and share my views in the live. I'm extremely happy to be with your teamwork, And whenever I am getting time, I will spend for a little time with you, and I'll be with you. And I think we can work together for the sake of art and education. And but used to have a simple and very humble request to each and everyone. Please maintain our habit, a lifelong journey, lifelong education process. Education should be a lifelong process. Every day we have to update something and share those things. Whatever you have, please share this thing with your friends and your students and your community. This is more important. I got it. Can you share more parenting tips? Okay, parenting, it's very important area of our life, because I can give an example. Just 2 days back, I got a chance to talk with one of my parents, and the parent is sharing a worry about the online education, because the child is spending more time with the mobile phone, and there is a possibility for misusing the mobile phone. There is a possibility for just changing their attitude towards immoral traffic. There is a possibility for deviating studies to some other things. So like that, a mother is sharing her views with the things. So certainly there is a possibility for that. But there I can suggest you very few things. Whenever we give the freedom to a child, and whenever we are giving a freedom to communicate each other, the child will be always giving the respect to you. With my experience, in my home, I have 2 children. They are having, I have given that mobile phone and everything to my nieces and my daughter and my mother and my son. Everyone is working independently, and there is no secret behind us. Whenever they used to do something, they used to share with us. Whenever they are coming with their friends, I used to give the welcome for them. So there must be some transparency within the family relationship, and we have to admit the quality of the child. We have to give the respect the child and his thoughts, because that is very much helping to our child to maintain that particular relationship. So working together, now the present parents community, they don't have that much time to spend with their children. That is the main factor. And they think that an independent way of lifestyle is very good for them. Making a big house, putting with a lot of tiles, and purchasing a TV and a very good interior, and providing all the infrastructure to the child's room, and all these things. But what they are missing, that is more important than this infrastructure. What the child is missing, the child is getting a very isolated room there in the house, because we are constructing an upstairs and downstairs. So most of the time children will be staying in the top side, the parents are in the below side. So there is no only the foods. Whenever the parent is coming after office hours, he is coming, going and taking for the food, and the wife may be sitting for the television serial or computer, or children may be playing with the game. So the family relationship actually it is disconnecting over this through this nuclear family activities. But whereas all the time, whenever the grandparents are with us, the grandparents are actually, they are aged and they are more experienced than us, and they are having a lot of social contact, and they are having a lot of practical experience. So naturally the grandparents will be always close to the children. So they used to spend time with the children. So the children will be always happy because of the grandparents. So I think now many families they are actually running their independent nuclear family life. It is better, it is possible. You just to take your your own parents and mother or father with you sometimes. If possible, you can keep with your parents together. If not, you just invite them and give respect to your parents, so that your children, that means our children, will see how we are giving respect to our parents. For example, what I learned, my father and mother, how they have given respect to my grandfather and grandmother, that was a lesson to me to continue in my life. That is why even now, every birthday, my mother is now, it is about some 74 and 73 years old, and she is with me, and every birthday of my mother I used to celebrate in a very nice manner. I used to prepare, and the food, myself and my missus together, we used to prepare food for the entire our campus community, inviting all the students and family members, and sharing that happiness. It is only the thing which I can contribute to my great mother, because through that activity, that my mother is satisfied, and the relationship with my family and other family, that things also getting very close, and the teamwork while cooking something, my neighbors also coming and joining. There is a teamwork. So we cook food for ourselves. We are not borrowing something from the hotel. So the taste is actually our love and our affection towards the thing. We all the family, faculty members and children, all without any formalities, we work together, we cook together, and we share our happiness. And the end of the time, we may sing sometimes. And these type of activities can be developed in every corner of our life. Whether you are staying a flat, better to have a day, separate day for entertainment. And better to have a computer free day. That means you should decide that the Wednesday I will not touch for the multimedia or mobile phone or computer, so that you can have a time for focusing your own area. One day you can keep for reading. All other day you can keep for multimedia or Facebook or other chat. But one day you decide that it is a dry day for multimedia, and today I will go for reading. So reading is also very important factor. And when we read, definitely our children will also read something. When we play the games, naturally the children will also come and join with us. They will also having contact with the playing. So this is the thing. So every experience of life is creating a very good, very great influence with the young minds of the children. And in future, they will be giving the double or triple of that, whatever we give, we will be giving feedback. So this is a parental thing. The care is very much essential, and work together is very much essential. And at the same time, whenever the child is giving a mistake, it is the duty of the parent to correct them also with a true example, within a friendly manner. So a friendly teacher and a friendly parent, it is that approach is very much essential for this present scenario of life. And the teacher, the role of teacher is very significant, and the teacher should know the background of each and every child. Then only he can guide the child. Because without knowing whether the child is capable to handle, whether the child is supporting for multimedia, whether he is having TV with their home, that we are not encouraging all these things. And whether they are having multimedia facilities with their home, whether internet facilities there or not. Now every school is conducting online education. But thing in the side of a child, the child is actually having a mobile phone, and sometimes one house there will be only one mobile phone. There may be two children having the online class. The family financial situation, economic background is not actually is for providing two mobile phones. All these factors, is we have to consider. So I think we must be an integral part of the society, and we should think about others. And I think the artistic insight, artistic culture, these things are very much essential for art education. So I think art education is a compulsory area in the school curriculum. Through art only we can develop all these things. We cannot create all these things through mathematics. We cannot create all these things through social studies. Only through art forms we can develop the values and culture and heritage and the skills. How we can utilize the craft in a creative way. That can be taught or that can be possible only through the art elements. I am not talking that we have to make everything through the drawing and painting. It's not art. Drawing and painting is one among the area of the art. Multimedia is another area of art. Dancing is another area of art. Art means it is something what we create aesthetically with the presence of mind. That is called the art. So the beauty, we have to find out the beauty, the inner beauty of one's heart, and how that beauty can be, how that smell can be, how that color can be shared it to others. Then only that the beauty of the art is coming to the society. So if we are not sharing our beauty of mind, beauty of words, beauty of our skills, beauty of our knowledge, if we are not sharing all these things, definitely our responsibility is not under the category of artistic base. We have to share. We have to share our happiness to others. The entire community should come up with happiness. Then only we can live peacefully in our world. Once I think I am remembering Leo Tolstoy written a word, the art can end violence. It is exactly true. Through art only it is possible. Because everyone like it. There is a space in every mind. Every human mind is love music, love painting, love colors, love environment, and love values. So these all things, feelings, emotions, inner thoughts, and all these things are actually located through the arts only. It is a medium for finding or expressing our inner thoughts to the society in an aesthetic way. So that is possible only through the art. Thank you, sir. I think I have conveyed my vision as far as possible with my thought, my vision. Thank you very much for giving a nice platform. And I am just concluding my talk. I'll be with you. And with the respect of all the members of this team, I just thanks to the Tarachand sir and all the administrative members or admin members behind this wonderful platform, and all the respect art masters and the community, the society. I am extending my hearty thanks to one and all. Thank you, sir.